like to take a stab at it, if I could, you know. So,
well, let's go back one more step.
Okay.
We'll go back one more step. So the Clintonville Area Commission came to the community and said, the City of Columbus, as part of its bicentennial celebration, wants to create community signs. So you have to submit your sign design, and we'll consider it. So we decided, as the Historical Society, we should submit a sign design, but we have no talent. So we kind of sent out a message. Hey, untalented people that we are, we need an artist that can help us with our sign design. And Agnes rose up to help us with that. And so that's how we first met. And now the story continues.
Okay, now Agnes, you're a local artist here?
Yes, I am. So Mary reached out, was looking for an artist to design an Underground Railroad memorial piece. So I asked if I could submit a proposal, and she said sure. And then I wanted to find out a little of the actual history of the area first, because to me it's really important if you're doing a piece of public art like this, that you really put in the homework and the effort to try to find something that meaningfully connects to the spot where it's going to be. So after reading through, all the information Mary helped me get a hold of, I came across this historical account of, I guess it was Tom Bull, anyway, his granddaughter, Cynthia, as a child, would one of her chores was to go out with her egg basket and to act as though she were gathering eggs, and under that cover she was able to take food and water to the escaped slaves who were sheltering on her grandfather's farm. So I just thought that was just such a beautiful and really kind of touching image and story, because I have a daughter, I've had little children, and I just thought how scared she would be if she were asked to have that type of responsibility, and to take food to strangers, desperate strangers, hiding on her family's farm, and that type of such a charged human interaction of the child taking the food to these hiding people, and they're dependent on this child, and then the child's family is also dependent upon them to keep the secret. There's nothing glorious, glorious about being a conductor on the Underground Railroad. You don't get attention, That's not what you're doing it for. You don't want anyone to know. So to help have this like humble secret, and this type of such mutual dependence on each other to keep the secret, and to trust total strangers. That aspect of the Underground Railroad story is what really spoke to me, and is what I tried to capture in the piece. So on the black granite piece, that is that represents the escaped slaves. And I also thought, likely she ran into little girls who were the same age as she would be. And I wanted to put the constellations on that piece for a couple of reasons. One, that's the aspirational aspect of it. Those are the people with those dreams and the hopes, of we're going to a new place. Hopefully we're going to have a better life. Hopefully we're going to get away, And the white piece, representing more of like Cynthia and her family, they're in one place. So they have the map, the local map. They're the safe house that the escaped slaves can shelter at it's part of their journey. So that's why there's the stars on one and the map on the other. And you know, the title comes from a compass. So a compass tells you the directions, which way to go. And of course the North Star is a great way to find your path, you know, when you're fleeing by night. So, but then I thought about Cynthia's family, and then also like Cynthia Bullock, like there's a moral compass of how do you steer yourself, your